When faced with life's challenges, it can be easy to feel overwhelmed and unsure of how to move forward. This is where the Bible offers a wealth of guidance and encouragement, reminding us that we don't have to face our struggles alone. In fact, the Bible teaches us to be strong in the Lord, drawing on His power and wisdom to navigate even the toughest times. For many of us, being strong in the Lord may seem like a daunting task, especially when we're feeling weak or uncertain. But the truth is, God's strength is available to us at all times, and it's often found in the quiet moments of prayer and reflection. By taking the time to seek His guidance and wisdom, we can discover the courage and resilience we need to face whatever comes our way. As we delve into some of the key Bible verses on this topic, I want to encourage you to approach them with an open heart and mind. These passages offer a wealth of insight and encouragement, reminding us that God's strength is not just a concept. It's a tangible reality that can be experienced in our daily lives. One of the most well-known Bible verses on this topic comes from Ephesians 6:10, where we're reminded to be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. This verse is more than just a simple command. It's an invitation to experience God's strength firsthand, even in the midst of our greatest struggles. Over the next few pages, we'll be exploring some of the key Bible verses on this topic, including Psalm 28:7, where we're encouraged to be strong and take heart as we face whatever challenges come our way. Whether you're struggling with anxiety, depression, or simply feeling overwhelmed by life's demands, I hope these passages will offer you the encouragement and guidance you need to find strength in the Lord. Biblical context and key passages. The phrase, "Be strong in the Lord," is not a new concept in Scripture, but rather a timeless reminder of God's unwavering presence and power. In fact, one of the earliest recorded instances of this phrase can be found in Deuteronomy 31:6, where Moses encourages the Israelites to be strong and courageous as they prepare to enter the Promised Land. This theme continues throughout the Old Testament, with numerous passages emphasizing the importance of drawing on God's strength in times of need. For example, in Isaiah 41:10, we're reminded that, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God." These words offer a powerful reminder that we don't have to face our struggles alone, and that God's strength is always available to us. Of course, the New Testament also has much to say on this topic. In Ephesians 6:10, as mentioned earlier, we're encouraged to be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. This verse is particularly significant because it reminds us that God's strength is not just a passive concept. It's an active force that can be experienced in our daily lives. One way to experience this strength is by cultivating a deeper understanding of God's character. As we learn more about His nature, we can begin to trust in His goodness and faithfulness, even in the midst of uncertainty or chaos. This in turn allows us to be strong and take heart. Psalm 28:7, just as we're encouraged to do in this passage. Here are a few key Bible verses that highlight the importance of being strong in the Lord. Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened, and do not be dismayed, for it is the Lord your God who goes with you. Deuteronomy 31:6, You are my help and my deliverer. Do not delay, O my God. Psalms 40:17. Meaning and key themes. The concept of being strong in the Lord is rooted in the idea that God's strength is not just a theoretical concept, but a tangible reality that can be experienced in our daily lives. By drawing on His power and wisdom, we can navigate even the toughest challenges with confidence and resilience. This is not about relying solely on ourselves or our own abilities, but rather about acknowledging God's presence and provision in every situation. One of the key themes of being strong in the Lord is the importance of trust. We learn to trust in God's goodness and faithfulness, even in the midst of uncertainty or chaos. We can begin to experience His strength firsthand. This is not about ignoring our struggles or pretending they don't exist, but rather about facing them head-on with confidence and courage. As we delve deeper into this topic, it's essential to understand that being strong in the Lord is not just a one-time event, but an ongoing process of growth and development. It requires us to cultivate a deep understanding of God's character, to trust in His presence and provision, and to rely on His strength in every situation. Here are some key Bible verses that highlight the importance of being strong in the Lord. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. Practical application today. So how can we apply this concept to our daily lives? First and foremost, it's essential to cultivate a deep understanding of God's character. As we learn more about His nature, we can begin to trust in His goodness and faithfulness, even in the midst of uncertainty or chaos. Another practical way to experience God's strength is by cultivating a habit of prayer and reflection. By taking the time to seek His guidance and wisdom, we can discover the courage and resilience we need to face whatever comes our way. Finally, it's essential to remember that being strong in the Lord is not just about us. It's about God's presence and provision in every situation. When we learn to rely on His strength rather than our own, we can experience a sense of peace and confidence that transcends even the toughest challenges. As the Bible reminds us in Psalms 28:7, "Be strong and take heart. Yea, wait for the Lord." This verse offers a powerful reminder that God's strength is always available to us, and that we don't have to face our struggles alone. By drawing on His power and wisdom, we can experience a sense of strength and resilience that goes far beyond what we could ever achieve on our own. Conclusion: as we've explored throughout this article, the concept of being strong in the Lord is not just a theoretical idea. It's a tangible reality that can be experienced in our daily lives. By drawing on God's power and wisdom, we can navigate even the toughest challenges with confidence and resilience. So, let us remember the words of Ephesians 6:10. Be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. By cultivating a deep understanding of God's character, trusting in His presence and provision, and relying on His strength in every situation, we can experience a sense of peace and confidence that transcends even the toughest challenges. The Bible reminds us in Psalms 28:7, "Be strong and take heart. Yea, wait for the Lord." This is not just a command. It's an invitation to experience God's strength firsthand. So, let us embark on this journey of being strong in the Lord with faith and courage. Let us trust in His goodness and faithfulness, even in the midst of uncertainty or chaos. And let us remember that God's strength is always available to us, waiting to be experienced in our daily lives.